Dubai's luxury pistachio chocolate has taken over the world, seemingly overnight. But what is beneath the glossy surface? In the depths of state-of-the-art factories, rare Ecuadorian and Ghanaian beans meet a level of engineering and scrutiny few industries match. Flawless texture and flavor are demanded at every step. Yet with every bar, a single miscalculation could shatter its viral reputation. The secret behind these global icons begins long before the pistachios ever arrive, so where does the real magic happen? Cargo ships from Ghana, Ecuador, Ivory Coast, and Venezuela dock at Dubai's busy ports, each carrying burlap sacks filled with raw cocoa beans. The journey is only the beginning. Once offloaded, the beans move quickly through customs thanks to Dubai's free zone trade policies, bypassing the delays and tariffs that slow shipments elsewhere. Trucks ferry the beans to climate-controlled silos on the city's industrial outskirts, where temperature and humidity are tightly regulated, essential in a region where summer heat can reach 48 degrees Celsius. Inside, the air stays cool and dry, protecting the beans from spoilage and mold. At this stage, quality is everything. A supply chain quality assurance manager oversees the first checks, sampling each lot for moisture content, fermentation level, and bean size. Only beans that meet strict criteria are approved for the next phase. High moisture means a batch is rejected, and off fermentation triggers immediate quarantine. The stakes are high. One subpar shipment could compromise an entire production run, risking the flawless texture and flavor Dubai chocolate is known for. The process is more than paperwork and inspection. Vibratory conveyors shake loose stones and debris, magnets pull out stray bits of metal, air jets blow off dust, leaving only the purest beans behind. Each step is logged and tracked, with digital records linking every bag to its country of origin and quality metrics. The beans are then funneled into stainless steel silos, where they rest until roasting. Here, the environment is monitored around the clock, with automated alerts for any deviation in temperature or humidity. In July 2023, when outside temperatures soared, the factory's cooling systems worked overtime, ensuring the beans' integrity never faltered. This global supply chain, invisible to most consumers, is the foundation of every luxury pistachio chocolate bar. Before a single pistachio is ground or a mold is filled, the journey of each bean is documented and safeguarded. Only after passing these rigorous checks are the beans cleared for roasting, where the next chapter in Dubai's chocolate story begins. Inside the roasting room, the heart of Dubai chocolate's flavor begins to take shape. Stainless steel drum roasters, each the size of a small car, rotate batches of cocoa beans at temperatures between 120 and 150 degrees Celsius. A roast engineer stands at a digital console watching real-time graphs of temperature and airflow. Every origin, Ghana, Ecuador, Ivory Coast, and Venezuela, demands its own profile. Ghanaian beans, with their deep cocoa notes, roast for about 20 minutes. Venezuelan beans, prized for floral complexity, require a gentler 15-minute cycle. Automated sensors track the color shift and aroma, and the system can halt the roast within seconds if any parameter strays. The goal is to coax out chocolate's signature notes without tipping into bitterness or smoke. Once the beans cool, they move into the cracking and winnowing line. Powerful rollers break each bean, freeing the cocoa nibs from their brittle shells. Air jets separate shell from nib, sending the husks off for compost or specialty uses. Nothing is wasted. The nibs, now pure chocolate essence, are funneled into the grinding mill. Here, granite rollers crush them into a thick, glossy cocoa liquor. For milk chocolate, precise amounts of sugar and milk powder are added, then the mixture passes through refining rollers. These rollers, set to a gap smaller than a sheet of paper, shear the chocolate particles down below 20 microns, so fine they vanish on the tongue, creating the silken mouthfeel Dubai chocolate is known for. Next comes conching, the stage that transforms rough mass into luxury. In a conche, giant paddles churn the chocolate for anywhere from 12 to 72 hours. The process is both mechanical and chemical. Constant movement smooths the texture, while heat and airflow drive off sharp acids and unwanted flavors. Longer conching times are reserved for Dubai's premium lines, where texture must be flawless and the finish impossibly smooth. The conch room hums day and night, with engineers logging every batch and making minute adjustments to time and temperature. By the end, the chocolate base is glossy, aromatic, and ready for the precision of tempering. The stage is set for the next transformation, turning this liquid silk into a shell worthy of the city's most luxurious pistachio bars. In a quiet corner of the factory, the head chocolatier stands over a stainless steel table, weighing out pistachios sourced from Iran, Turkey, and Sicily. Each batch is lightly roasted at just the right temperature, never above 140 degrees Celsius, to preserve the vivid green color and delicate fragrance that define the filling. As the nuts cool, their warmth releases an aroma that hints at both earth and spring. The pistachios are then stone ground with a touch of tahini and a handful of golden kataifi pastry, creating a paste that balances creamy richness with a crisp, almost feathery crunch. Sugar and a pinch of sea salt round out the flavor, but the true secret is in the blending. The paste must be smooth, never oily, and cool enough to hold its shape inside the chocolate shell. Meanwhile, tempered chocolate flows from the conch, its temperature carefully cycled first to 45 degrees Celsius, then cooled to 27 degrees Celsius, and finally brought up to 31 degrees Celsius. This precise curve encourages the formation of stable Form 5 cocoa butter crystals, the key to a glossy finish and a sharp, satisfying shine and snap. The chocolatier inspects a test smear, watching for the instant set and mirror shine that signal perfection. Molds are polished by hand and filled with a measured pour of chocolate, then vibrated to release any hidden air bubbles. As the shells set, the pistachio filling is injected in a single, seamless motion, followed by a final layer of chocolate to seal each bar. Before the bars enter the cooling tunnel, a delicate touch of gold leaf or a scatter of pistachio fragments is added, luxury that speaks without words. The finished bars glide forward, their surfaces flawless, their green hearts waiting beneath a shell engineered for both strength and beauty. Bars glide into the cooling tunnel, where chilled air holds steady between 10 and 12 degrees Celsius. Here, the glossy shells and pistachio hearts are stabilized, locking in snap and sheen. Conveyor belts move at a measured pace, and each bar has 20 minutes to reach the perfect temperature. They are never rushed and never exposed to Dubai's desert heat. The tunnel dehumidifiers keep moisture low, preventing sugar bloom and preserving the sharp edges and mirror finish that define luxury chocolate. Once cooled, the bars are released from their molds with a clean, satisfying drop. Automated arms wrap each one in metallic foil, sealing in freshness and aroma. The wrapping is tight. The next step is pure spectacle. Every bar is placed into a rigid box, lined with satin or velvet and embossed in gold. Some boxes are finished with a hand-tied ribbon or a wax seal, echoing the city's taste for grandeur. Pallets of boxed chocolate are stacked and scanned, ready for departure. Climate-controlled trucks roll out to Dubai International Airport, where air cargo routes fan out across Europe, the US, and Asia. Each week, tons of pistachio chocolate leave the factory, destined for luxury stores in Paris, New York, Seoul, and beyond. From 2022 to 2024, a single viral video could send global demand soaring overnight. TikTok and Instagram feeds flooded with slow-motion snaps and emerald green cross-sections, turning Dubai chocolate into a worldwide obsession. Limited batches sold out in minutes, and waitlists stretched for weeks. The final act of production is not just a handoff to logistics, it is the moment Dubai's alchemy of engineering and luxury meets the world, one perfectly finished bar at a time. Luxury chocolate from Dubai now travels farther and faster than ever, across continents, through TikTok feeds, into global markets. As demand grows, factories balance precision and artistry to define what luxury tastes like today. The true test isn't how it's made, but how far its influence will reach next.